Oh my goodness, look at these faces. We are always excited for this segment because we love having our fur babies with us. And we also enjoy our friends from the Animal Foundation. Hillary Gray, it's so good to have you, the CEO of the organization. And who
Thank
do
you
you
so
have
much.
here? Oh
Yes,
my
we
goodness.
brought two friends today. This is Papaya that I'm holding, and you are holding Mr. Figgy. They are two puppies of a 9-puppy litter that came into the Animal Foundation.
And I tell you what, they're not going to be there long. Probably by the
No.
time you see this, they may have their forever home already, right?
So sweet.
Oh
and
my
excited for
gosh.
their close-ups.
And
clearly.
they're love bugs too. So these were two of a 9-puppy litter that came in.
That's true.
Wow. So I mean, obviously we have animals of all ages, proof positive, right?
Absolutely. You know, there's some cliches out there about who you're going to meet in the shelter,
Yeah.
but we get every breed, every kind of dog, young, old, and everybody in between. So if
I
you
love
watch
it.
our website, you will meet your dream dog, no doubt.
I love that. Okay, we're about making people, getting these puppies to forever homes, right?
Absolutely.
Well, you know, speaking of which, we also want to make sure that puppies that have homes stay with their pet owner or their human. So, you know, it's really interesting because the last time you were on the show, Kelsey, your communications manager, talked about the fact that a lot of times the dogs that come to the shelter, they're not abandoned. They're lost animals.
Right. We get a lot of animals in that, you know, we refer to as strays, but they're not strays in that kind of way that you think of ones that were abandoned or wandering the streets. Most of them, like 70%, are really just people's lost pets who have gotten out because the Amazon man was at the door or there was a loose fence board or something like that because life happens.
Yes.
And these are animals that have loving homes, and we want to work with the community to keep them home so that they never have to make a trip to the shelter.
Indeed, all the reason why it's so important that you microchip your animals, right? And in fact, the city passed an ordinance last summer, August 1st, by which your pets have to be microchipped.
Yeah, we really applaud the city of Las Vegas for doing that, and former Councilman Creer for kind of leading the way. We understand that the other municipalities may follow, which is great.
Sure.
Because again, if animals are lost, you as a neighbor can take a found animal, a friendly cat or dog, to PetSmart, to Petco, to any vet, and get them scanned to see if they have a microchip. And if those are kept up to date, you can get them right home.
Yeah, and so important to keep them up to date. Make sure you're registering your animal when you do get the microchip, and it's not a painful process. We should mention that, right?
Not at all.
Okay.
It's like less than a shot. It's very easy. The microchip is like the size of a grain of rice, and it's really the most helpful thing for animals that come to the shelter too. If they don't have identification, it makes it that much harder for them to get home.
Indeed.
So, you know, we always say start with a collar and a tag.
Yeah.
Or if you don't have any of that, write your phone number with a Sharpie marker on the collar.
Right.
But get them microchipped at any vet, at our low-cost clinic. You can get that for just $35, and a lot of other places in town as well.
And we're going to talk a little bit more about some of the resources that your clinic offers, because you all offer a lot of resources
We do.
there for folks in the community. But, you know, something else that you all mentioned that I thought was interesting is, of course, you know, if they need to try to reunite the pet, they can bring them to you, you know, there at the Animal Foundation. But you have a better chance of reuniting a lost pet with their owner if you're able to keep that pet within the neighborhood,
That's
right?
right. Because there are studies that show, and it's the same is true here in Las Vegas, that most lost pets are lost within a mile of their home, and most of them are lost within like 400 feet of their home. Because think about that. You know, dog gets out, he's wandering his own neighborhood. So you can use apps like Nextdoor to post pictures. When I've been out walking with my dog and we've found a lost puppy, we text everybody we know in the neighborhood. Do you know who this pet is? You know, you can even use, there's an app called Petco Love Lost.
Oh, okay.
Petco is our partner, and you can upload a photo of the dog or cat that you have found, and it will use AI to see if there's a match out there in the neighborhood.
Look at that.
It'll also make flyers for you with a QR code so you don't have to put your phone number on. There's all kinds of ways to help, and we're here to assist with that because we would rather see beloved pets go back to their loving homes and to do it quickly so that the owner doesn't have to worry about coming to the shelter. And really, when we talk about how crowded the shelters are, we want to have the time and the capacity for those that are abandoned or sick or injured, or, you know, maybe their owner passed away and they don't have a place to go.
Sure.
The ones that really their owners are missing them should go home and never come to the shelter if we can help it.
Well, I know you guys are doing your part, and by passing along this information to let people know how they can do their part, right, to help make that a reality. reality. And if they happen to stop by the shelter, you guys offer a lot of great resources by way of your clinic.
We do. We have a low-cost clinic. And part of the reason for that is because the high cost of vet care is one of the things we hear most about from people who may consider surrendering their pet if they're going through something. Right. They want to keep their pet, but just access to vaccines, to microchip, to the services that we have are going to be helpful.
I'm sorry.
Oh, yeah.
Figgy's just got my attention here, Hillary.
I know. They're so sweet.
How could you not?
The other great thing about coming in for vaccines with your pet, too, is, if pets aren't vaccinated, that's how disease spreads in the community, can come into the shelter. We're always looking at data from the different zip codes. Sometimes we can get our doctors out into the community to do low-cost vaccine clinics with our big trailer that we have. Yeah. But we have appointments available almost every day. Just go to our website.
Thanks for watching City of Las Vegas TV on YouTube. Be sure to like this video and click that subscribe button. For more videos like this, just click on that box.